Hello everybody, welcome back to Danielle's Point of View, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing really well. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different to my normal videos, and I thought I would share with you my education story. Now, I know that probably doesn't sound fun to some people, but I know to others they'll be really interested, especially this time of year when people are starting university like myself. I'm going to be going to university in September. And not just that, like people who have just done the GCSEs and they're starting college, and I think it's just an interesting time, so I thought I would share it with you. Just quickly before we get into it, if you don't mind, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, could you please subscribe to my channel and also give the video a thumbs up? It would really help. Thank you. So yeah, I thought I would take us back to the beginning and we'll start with my school days. I'm gonna see if I can insert a picture of me in my school uniform. Maybe, I don't know if I'll be able to. If I can find one, the picture is here. My school days. Now, this is even from primary school, going right into secondary school. It was very apparent to myself that I had ADHD. Like, it was there, it was showing. But because of the sort of child that I was very loud, I was very disruptive, I was a bit cheeky. I had a lot of stuff going on outside of school, so my home life wasn't exactly the best. I did just come across as a bit of I was a naughty child, and the ADHD kind of went under the radar for a lot of teachers, and to be honest, the teachers, they just didn't want us in the class. I was that one girl in the class when all of the boys were getting told off, I would be right in the middle of it. I just wasn't a good pupil. Behaviour-wise, I wasn't a good pupil. Academically, I was very able. I think, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think if I had been given the right guidance and the right support, I do believe that I could have been really one of the best in the class. It's strange because I had days where I'd be so eager and I would sit there and I would get on with my work and I would be one of the best in the class, and I was, putting my hands up, answering questions. I would get really involved. But then there was other days when if I wasn't in the right mood, no one in that class was going to be learning anything. I really was that kid. The teachers used to say I would dictate the mood of the class. So if people wanted to learn, it was because I was learning, and if we were going to have a disruptive lesson and if everyone was going to be talking, that the whole mood was on me. I was just I don't want to say an influencer, but I definitely did influence the mood of the class. From a young age, I had it in my head, I don't want to have a real job. I couldn't see the point in school. I always seen myself as a bit more creative, but unfortunately I went to a school that was specialised in science and engineering. I think, yeah, it was Tamfield School Science of Engineering. So there wasn't really a big creative programme. There was obviously your standard music lessons, and then there was a BTEC art class, but apart from that there really wasn't anything that I could put my creativity into. I guess there was film studies, but again, that wasn't much more than just analysing Batman. Literally, I think we watched Batman every year. I think we watched Batman for every day for 2 years, and then we had an exam on it. There really wasn't anything where I could be creative, so I found myself very bored and don't get us wrong, done my GCSEs and luckily I passed everything, but school for me, it really wasn't something that even though I did well and I did excel, it wasn't something that I felt like me brain was excelling in. I felt like there was other things that I could be doing that would be better for me. So anyways, like I said, I do my exams, I pass all my exams, so I get all me everything above C, which is what's needed to get into college. And this is where things start to get a bit what is going on. So My original plan was I'm gonna do acting. So I had my audition at Newcastle College, and well done to me, I got in straight away. This was also around the same time I started my YouTube channel, so I was looking at production stuff as well. But when I went to my production, they said, look, you're going to waste your time, like you're going to do better in front of the camera, which kind of like insulted us a little bit, because it was like, well, it doesn't matter what you think I'm going to be good at, like I want to, this is what I want to do. But anyways, I decided I was going to pursue a career in acting. This was until I realised there is a sixth form literally right, like I could see the sixth form from me bedroom window, and I was like, I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to do what I want to do for the next 2 years. I'm going to go to sixth form because it's just around the corner and it will be easy for us. So straight away, that was a huge mistake that I made. I decided, instead of actually pursuing a career and like pursuing an education in something that I enjoyed, I'm going to go to the sixth form that's around the corner. So here we are, freshly 16. I see myself, I'm doing A-levels in sociology, psychology, English language. Now, I'd never done these subjects before, and it was very clear that I was joining a school where I was an outsider. So I was joining this sixth form, and everyone who was at this sixth form had previously went to the secondary school that just stayed on for an extra 2 years. So it was me and Jade that went, when we were outsiders. Like the teachers we didn't have that kind of connection, and I just felt as though I wasn't really getting anywhere. I dropped out of my A-levels pretty quickly, and then I went on to BTECs. So I done BTEC Business and BTEC IT. I am at the age now where I can barely switch a computer on. Like, even though I grew up with technology, like I am so far behind. I don't adapt to new technology really well. So the fact that I was doing IT, like my mind was just boggled, and I was like, what is going on? I was like, I'm going to try hairdressing. So I start doing hairdressing, and I really take to it. I really, really enjoy it. But then it comes to the placement. So what I had to do was, every Thursday I had to go and work at my local hairdressers. And I had like the worst anxiety. Like it was like nothing I'd ever experienced before. It would get to a Thursday morning, and bearing in mind the hairdressers that I was doing placement in, I could again see it from my bedroom window. I live in a very small town, so it was like right next to us. Like it was less than I would say it was about a minute walk. This also, just a side note, this hairdressers was my mum's and my grandma's local hairdressers. So I would wake up one morning and I would beg me mum, like, mum, please, I'm begging you. Like, I'd be crying my eyes out. I'd be like, mum, please don't make us go. Please ring up and tell them I'm ill. Like, I will do anything. Please don't make us go. But obviously, me mum and me grandma, they didn't really have much sympathy for us. My grandma was basically like, don't show us up, you're going. So I basically ended up doing this placement, and I hated it. Like, it made us ill, made us really, really poorly. Just the sheer anxiety and the feeling of like, I don't belong here. Like, there's middle-aged women coming in and I don't know what to talk to them about. These people have children. I am still a child myself. I don't want to be here. Over the next 6 weeks holidays, I got a job. I got a job working in a pizza shop, which was probably the worst decision of my life. I can't tell you how far behind working in this pizza shop put me. Like, unbelievable. So I was 17 at this point, working in a pizza shop at 17 years old. Like, I'll be honest, it was cash in hand. So 17 years old, I'm getting handed £40 a night, and I think at this point I was working more hours than I should have been. I was working something like 6 nights a week, and this was from like 4:30 till 12:30 at night. And I know you're thinking, £40 for that long, that doesn't sound good. 17 years old, then £40, they quickly mounted up. And then I had to make a decision. It was like, okay, I either continue to do hairdressing, which I'm not getting any money for, and I don't really enjoy it that much, or I can stay at this job where I'm getting £40 a night. Like, the decision was simple. I was staying at the pizza shop. So I decided to take a few years out of education. And when I mean a few years, I mean from the age of 17 up until the age of about 23. I didn't really, I just worked in pizza shop. So then that then brings us to me going to college again. So I'm working in the pizza shops. I'm not getting on with people. Like, I'm constantly getting in arguments. It's just not a professional environment that I wanted to be in. Like, it was so unprofessional. Like, it wasn't a good environment for someone with my personality to be there. And that's not me saying that like the place was a bad place, because still to this day I do think it was a good place. It's just that sort of environment wasn't an environment for me. If anyone's worked in a pizza shop, you know, it's just it's not a good place to be. You know, when you just start to notice like my friends are doing things and I'm not doing them. Like one of my friends went to university to become a nurse, and another friend was doing stuff, wanting to become a teacher. And I was starting to think to myself, like, I am in a really dead-end job. Like, this could end any minute. I'm going to have no money, no support around us. Like, I need to kind of sort my head out, and I need to do something about it. I would say at the start of last year, I started to really look at what options I had and what sort of life I was going to have if I stayed in these pizza shops. And I quickly realised that it's time to do something. But it took us a while to actually really work out what I wanted to do. So I spent the next couple of months just like doing some research on different courses and thinking about, where do I see myself in 10 years? What do I want to do? And all I kept thinking about was, I want to be able to have like a lot of time off. I want to be able to come into work. I want to enjoy my work. I don't just want to look forward to the weekends. I want to actually enjoy my work. And then it came to us, I'm going to be a teacher. So I was like, I'm going to be an RE teacher. That's it. I'm going to be an RE teacher. And I had decided I'm going to be an RE teacher. I'm not even religious. I don't really believe in any religion. So I don't know where I got this idea that I was going to be an RE teacher from. But September rolls around and I joined an Access to Higher Education course. Let me tell you about the Access to Higher Education course. It is not for the weak. It was so intense. So I done Access to Higher Education, humanities and social sciences. Oh my goodness. So what I done on this course was sociology, psychology, values and practice, English language and history. That's 5 subjects. So you're basically doing your A-levels, which is 2 years, rolled into 1 year. Very, very intense. Very, very intense. But you know what? I really, really loved it. As much as I was so stressed out and I had my own problems going on, like this last couple of years, like my sleeping pattern, I felt as though my ADHD was getting a lot worse. Just my general health was on the decline. Like, I was faced with a lot of problems, but nonetheless, I persevered and I managed to, the first time ever, I completed a college course. And this was so crazy to me. Like, I couldn't... Do you know when, like, it's not often I feel proud of myself. Like, I'm very much, just go through life, whatever. I would really say for the first time in my life, I was so proud of myself. Like, so proud of myself. Like, I couldn't believe after everything I'd been through, like, me education, like, struggling with ADHD and constantly dropping out of college courses and trying so hard to fit in, I'd finally done it. I'd finally completed a college course and I think I'd done quite well. I got 96 UCAS points, which for others probably isn't a lot, but for me, when I think about me struggles of like, I had really bad attendance, I was quite mentally ill, physically ill, like I done really, really well, and I'm so proud of myself for it. So when you do access to higher education course, the whole point of it is a pathway into university. So I had to decide what university I was going to, and from the start, I was looking at all these different courses, and I seen a course that I really loved the look of, and I think it was something like religious education with sociology. It was something that was like right up my street, and I was like, I'm going to do this course. So I applied for the course. It turns out they don't run this course anymore. There wasn't enough applicants. So I was like, okay, I still want to go to Preston because I think it's a really cool place. I'm going to apply for the sociology course. So I got given a place at the university that I really wanted to go to, and I was so excited. Like, DJ is going to university. Like, I could not believe it. So me and my partner start looking at options for houses, but we're planning on going down, and we're gonna like start house hunting, and we're doing it. We're really gonna do it. But then all of a sudden the plans had to change. Why is that, you may ask? So my heart was set on Preston University, and I was a bit disappointed when what happened, but looking back, I 100% think I've made the right decision going forward. Basically, my partner is in a career where if he wanted to make the move with me down to Preston, he had to give up his career, and he had to basically go into another industry, just money wise, just you know what I mean. Like, it wasn't going to be reasonable, I guess. Like, he had to do something else. You know, the most amazing boyfriend. He agreed to it. He was going to give up his career. He was going to get a different job completely to what he was used to, and we were going to do it. We were going to move. And then obviously I don't want to go too much into it because it is personal, and I don't know how much he wants us to share, but he gets a job offer up here where I'm from, and it is basically a job offer that he cannot turn down. It's once in a lifetime. It's a dream career opportunity, and he turns it down. And I'm like, what have you done that for? And he was like, well, we're moving. And I was like, oh my goodness, are you serious right now? And I was like, baby, I can get a degree anywhere in the world. Like, I could go anywhere and do anything. Don't you turn down your dream job offer for me to go to university. Don't do that. Like, in a way, I was a bit angry at him. I was like, why have you turned it down? Like, this is what you've wanted. Like, come on. From the moment he got that job offer, I decided I'm not going to Preston anymore. I can get a degree wherever. I want my partner to have his dream career. I've got time to decide what I want to do. What happened from there was, we decided I'm going to go to Southern University and I'm going to do sociology. So I apply for sociology and I get in. Great. But then I was thinking, do I even want to do sociology? Do I actually want to do sociology? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a clearing option in. So I'm looking at all these different courses, and obviously recently I've started my blog, Liberation Lounge, and I love it. I love the idea of researching and learning about different topics, and I realised I want to do journalism. Like, I really, really want to be a journalist. So I was like, I'm just going to put a clearing option in for journalism, and I'm just going to see if I get it. So basically, the other day, I had me interview, because you have to have an interview for the course that I'm doing, because it's not just a degree you get like a, I don't know, you get a certificate in the industry, something like that, something, I don't know, I don't know the insides and outs. So basically, I had me interview, and my course lecturer basically said she would love to have us on the course, and she thinks that I'd be really, really good at it. Do you know when the penny drops? This was the moment where I knew I'm going to be a journalist. Like, this is what I was looking for. From being a young girl at school, and I was always looking for that creative outlet, I felt like the penny had finally dropped. Like, this was what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a creative person. I love talking to people. I love asking people questions. Like, everyone says I'm really nosy. I probably am. But I just feel like this was the career that I was always looking for. I just didn't realise it. So I am, in September, going to be starting a journalism course, and I'm so excited. Now, I've already spoken to a few people and they said it might not be the best money, like it's a hard industry to get into, but this is the first time, and I already know, like, I haven't even started the course yet, but I already know this is the first time in my life where I've started a course and I'm not doing it for like beneficial gain or for educational gain. I'm doing it because it's something that I'm really passionate about. Like, I do my blog already. I want to build a brand. Like, I want Liberation Lounge to be massive, and I just think doing journalism at university, it's going to give us the connections and it's going to give us the experience that I need to really turn my little tiny blog into something so big. And I'm just so excited, and I'm in a way, I'm so thankful that me and Connor, we didn't end up going to Preston. I'm so happy that Connor got offered his dream job. I'm so thankful that everything that has happened has led up to this moment now, and it's the moment of me going to university, and hopefully, not hopefully, 100%, I will be getting a degree in it. I'll be getting a degree in journalism. Unbelievable scenes. Like, if you'd asked if you asked people, like, this wasn't what I had planned. This wasn't anything that I thought I'd be doing, but it's 100% the right decision. And I'm so excited, so excited. That is basically my education story up to date. Now, I feel like this might be a bit of a long, babbly... This is probably just a bit of a podcast, to be honest. So, if you like this long format video of me just talking at you, telling you a story, please let us know, because I am excited to make more videos. Also, if you have any questions about any of the things that I've spoken about, like, I do want to make a video about education and ADHD. I think it's something that I really want to talk about. Also, if you have any questions on the Access to Higher Education course, please let us know, and I'll answer any questions that I can. But just in general, if you have any questions for me, then please just drop them below in the comments, and I'll reply to them, or I'll make a video or whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for, if you've gotten to the end of this video, leave us a comment and just say, I made it. Just leave a comment and say, I made it, and I'll know you watched until the very end. I'm not sure, I'm not expecting many, but if there's just one of you, I'll be impressed. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see what the future brings. Obviously, I will keep you updated on my educational journey and what it's like in university. But yeah, thank you very much. And of course, I love you. I hope you don't die. Goodbye.